Let's talk about this broken system in which we're living, because it's about time myself I start forgiving. You see, it was never my fault that they got it all wrong. I tried to tell them as the list went on. I was diagnosed with OCD at 7 and depression at 11. I got used to being picked last because I was always the smartest in my class. My photographic memory only resulted in jealousy. My IQ is higher than most, and because of my communication style, I do tend to boast. I never expected it would make you all hate me. I was simply fighting for survival after they betrayed me. At home with a mother who told me to stop making excuses, whilst I was constantly being covered in bruises, just for being the way I am, so I learnt to never let it show. And no one ever taught me that I could say no. Maybe that's why I was raped at 17 and told to keep it quiet so as not to cause a scene. Slut-shamed all the way through my last year of school. So whoever diagnosed social anxiety disorder was clearly a fool. All this lack of recognition led to was attempt after attempt to take my own life, to the point where I could no longer be in a room with a knife. So they added borderline personality disorder to the list when I was 21. How do I explain to them that they keep getting it wrong? It's obvious, so why couldn't you see from the inability to maintain eye contact with me? Or how my words and actions are repetitive and I'm not someone whose routines should be messed with. You may notice a deficit in the way that I speak, or feel that my conversational skills are weak, because I can never understand all these social norms, or why it's always my job to become better informed. They were trying to beat the autism out of me since I was young, so this mess of a person is who I've become. I can't change who I am, so they stopped giving a damn. Applied behavior analysis, anger management, cognitive behavioral therapy, psychotherapy. They keep trying to fix me. How do I make them see I'm not broken? This verbal shutdown can leave my words unspoken, but I have the ability to do the same as you. Why did I have to be the one to prove this true? I found my tribe working in an autism school, a place in which I was finally able to play by the rules. I was never overwhelmed by all the bright lights, only processing that which was good for my eyes. I was introduced to sensory items that blew my mind and helped me to finally regulate all this chaos inside. I think that's when my brain really began to thrive. So I learned how I was finally going to survive. I trained to be a teacher and now a Senko. So professionals sit and listen to what I know. When I tell them I have complex PTSD from all the years undiagnosed, that's why my neurodivergence never showed. I kept trying to mask till it suddenly broke. Can't keep self-medicating with all this smoke. So I guess now it's time I showed the autistic me. Perhaps you've already recognized my ADHD. I have sensory processing difficulties and I'm food avoidant or restrictive. Only nothing I like ever stays consistent. I'm pathologically demand avoidant, which most people get annoyed with, especially me, because that includes avoiding fun. I think now that my list may finally be done, all these misdiagnoses on top of misdiagnoses, I promise it's not neurosis, though I started off in early intervention in psychosis, only to end up here. So hopefully, this year, they will listen to me this time when I tell them that they got it all wrong. Thank you.